The Shark Vac's so quiet, even your pet might not mind. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Shark AV1010AE. I know, what a name. Come on, Shark, give us a better name than that. Call it the Land Shark 3000 or something cool. But anyways, I purchased this product myself, and any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. You can see the retail box and packaging right here. I thought there might be a box with inside this box, but that's not the case. It just gets us right into the self-emptying base and our RoboVac. So now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the contents. First up, you can see we have our product literature featuring our owner's guide, walking us through everything we need to know about our new Shark IQ robot vacuum, how to set up the base, charging it, all the different control indicator lights, what everything means, how to use it, how to prep your home for cleaning, mapping and navigation. We even have the Shark Clean app and voice controls, walking you through all those features right here. And then we have our maintenance section, very thorough and detailed, showing us everything we need to do to properly take care of our vacuum and the self-emptying base. Lastly, we have a troubleshooting section, walking us through common errors, FAQ, everything like that. Next, you can see we have a quick start guide with the QR code we can scan to download the app for iOS and Android devices, walking you through setup, what to expect, and additional app settings right there, and some customer service information. We also have a customer service card right here. If you ever have any questions, you can reach out to them directly. Next, we have our side cleaning brushes right here. There are 2 included. Next, you can see the vacuum, followed by our self-emptying base right here. So check that out. And then you can see we also have this adapter for the base that they recommend using on all carpet types. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the base in more detail. Here's a look at the base up close. Check it out from the front. You can see we have a sticker we can remove that gives us our best results for base setup and charging. On the front, we have additional sensors right here and indicator lights. You can also see the main channel where it's going to suck out the contents of the dustbin from our RoboVac. Standing it upright, you can see our 2 charging contacts right here. When the vacuum drives up on it, it will charge automatically. Up at the top, we have a really nice grip handle, so this is portable and easy to move around your house as needed. And we have our button up here to empty the dustbin for the base with instructions to clean your filter. Check this out though, we have a clear indicator right here so we can see inside and know when that's full, a nice visual indicator. On this side, you may notice we have our release button right here so we can dump all those contents out in a trash can. You'll see it from all different sides and angles. Nice grip handle right there. Everything looks great. It just slides right into the base. On this side, you can also see we have another filter down here that we can remove to clean as needed. And then it just snaps right back in place. Let's look at it from the other side. You can see we have another filter we need to clean monthly. So you can see what this looks like right here. Pretty cool. Very easy to clean and access, which is great. Shark branding down here at the bottom. We can flip it over to the back side. You can see we have our power switch right here, toggle on and off. Integrated power cord. You can see we have a nice cable management channel right here that we can also put the cord through so it could rest flush against a wall, baseboard, things like that. And then we can look at it from the very bottom. You can see the rubber grip feet that the unit has with additional product information. Here's the vacuum up close. Check it out. Everything looks great with our 2-tone color scheme with that glossy black finish front and center. And we have our Shark logo and branding in silver. You can see our clean and dock buttons as well as our built-in camera that's going to help it navigate and know where it's at. You can see we have a sticker right here to make sure we power on before charging. So be sure to remove that sticker before use and power this on. Just flip the switch to the on position. You can see along the sides we have additional sensors for navigation and our bumper right here. Then you can see the other side, and we can look at the back side that reveals our dustbin. So let's go ahead, let's press pull to reveal it. So check that out. You can see it from all different sides and angles. Everything looks great. Let's go ahead, let's press on the inside to open it up. You can see an additional filter we can clean if we have a Phillips head screwdriver to remove. And you can see if we needed to manually empty the bin, we can do that. But again, this has that self-emptying base that shouldn't be needed. Now let's flip it over to the back side. You can see underneath we have lots of sensors. We have 4 cliff sensors right there. You can see our charging contacts, omnidirectional wheel, where we're going to install the 2 included side cleaning brushes. We have additional integrated built-in brushes right here. You can see our battery compartment, QR code, additional information, spring-loaded drive wheels, and you can see our main brush roller. Easily accessible to clean and maintain as needed. Now let's go ahead, let's get the side brushes installed. The side cleaning brushes just snap in place. You can see they have a square design, so just line it up and gently press, and there you go. We have successfully installed the left side cleaning brush. Now it's time to install the right side cleaning brush right here. Same thing, line up, press in place. There we go. Doesn't matter which brush goes where, you can see they're both gonna fit on either side. Everything looks great. Now let's go ahead, let's charge it up. Now we got our vacuum charged up and we have the Shark Clean app downloaded on our mobile device. This is the screen you're gonna be at once you create an account and sign in. You'll be prompted to get started setting up your Shark RoboVac. Make sure you're connected to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network and have your Wi-Fi password ready. Then select Get Started. Now we need to choose, is our robot a Shark AI self-empty? So you can see there's different models. Make sure that you have the correct experience depending on the make and model that you have. So in our case, we're gonna select yes. Now we're prompted to attach the side cleaning brushes, which we've already done. Select Continue. Next, let's find a permanent home for the Shark. So they walk you through instructions for making sure that you have the home base installed properly. Select Continue. Now we need to turn on the power switch at the back of the base. In this case, we have everything plugged in and already powered on. The switch is on. Continue. Check the base power indicator. We have our light lit up right here. So our dock is ready. Gently place your Shark on the dock to charge. We have already done that. And then I can see the charging light. Now we need to prepare our 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. Select Continue. Press and hold both buttons on your Shark. So we're going to hold down the dock and the clean button until we get an audio prompt.
I am ready to connect to Wi-Fi.
And you can see the Wi-Fi indicators blinking. Select Continue. Allow connections if prompted. So go ahead, continue. And now you can see it's working on connecting to our Shark. And we have our prompt right here to join the Shark's Wi-Fi network. So go ahead, select Join. And you can see it's going to continue setting everything up. All right, everything was set up. It didn't even take more than 20 seconds. So now we're at this next screen where we need to choose our Wi-Fi network. So go ahead, connect to your network, enter your password, and then proceed. Now you can see it's working on connecting to our network. All right, there we go. Everything was successfully set up. Go ahead, select Continue. Now we can name our vacuum. Let's just name it Shark. Continue. And now you can see we have a couple different options here. Have pets or a larger area to clean. Your Shark can empty its bin more often. So you can see we can select sounds good or no thanks. As it cleans, Shark builds a map of your home. So now you can see we can select let's get started. And we have some cleaning tips we can follow right here. So you can see we can select those. Tap each one to continue. So check that out. A lot of different options here. And now we can go ahead, we can select got it, start cleaning. And you can see it's going to activate the vacuum to get ready to start cleaning for us. So we have our prompts right there. That gives us all of our support and information right there, very helpful. But now you can see we're on the main home screen walking us through some of the key settings and features. So first up, you can see our cleaning time right here. That's really nice. That'll increase as the vacuum's cleaning. We have our tips for a nice cleaning path for our RoboVac. Then you can see we can easily select Find Robot. So it emits that tone for us. Okay, we just turned it back off, which is great. So really easy to do. If you can't find it, it's not back at the charging base. Let's say it ran overnight and it's the morning now. Just press that and you'll be able to hear it all throughout your house. Then we have our different mode options right here. We have our Eco, Normal, and Max. And then you can see front and center, we have our go to dock, the big red button, our stop button, or we have our green play button to start and activate our clean. So you just go ahead, you press that when you're ready. It's communicating with the vacuum, and there we go. Now it's ready to start cleaning. So let's go ahead, let's get this set up and let it clean. Now you can see the vacuum cleaning right here. First up, we're cleaning on carpet, and you can see that row by row navigation. It's moving back and forth. There's even a nice overlap between the previous cleaning marking pattern, so you can see that right there on the carpet, making sure that it's going to cover your area completely and give you that nice, deep, and thorough clean. So check that out. It's moving back and forth on the carpet. Let's go ahead, let's let it continue to clean and see the results. Here it is up close. Check that out. It's moving great. No issues at all on the carpet, as you would expect. It's able to drive on multiple surfaces, whether it's a hard floor or if it's carpet like this. Just moving along back and forth, cleaning our carpets. Now you can see I have the vacuum navigating around obstacles that we've placed on the carpet. So since this vacuum is equipped with the camera up at the top, it's mapping off the ceiling. So you can see right here with that power cable and cord, eventually it'll get tangled. It cannot see it. So any item that's not strong enough or heavy enough to trigger that front bumper, it's going to continue to run into and push around the house until it would drive up upon it and get stuck. So kids' toys, shoelaces, cords, you can see the sunglasses, the book, everything like that. You want to make sure that you get it up off the floor and tie to your house so the vacuum doesn't have any problems. But with that being said, you can see this is a pretty tough vacuum cleaner. It just drove up on the power cord and didn't get stuck or trigger anything. And it's strong enough to push the pillow and the book out of the way. So keep that in mind. I highly recommend that you tie to your house every time, but in the off chance that you don't, it still may be able to operate. Don't forget the vacuum's equipped with multiple suction modes. So currently we're just in the normal mode. That's going to be your middle suction option. We have our max. So now we've just enabled the maximum mode. And it's really hard to tell a difference, but there's a slight increase in the audio level from the vacuum cleaner in the noise. And now let's drop it down to eco. So you can see now we're in eco mode. That's going to give you the best battery life, but also the least amount of suction power. Now you can see the vacuum's approaching the top of the steps right here, and check it out. The cliff sensor works great. It's preventing the vacuum from going any further, and it will not drive off the steps. Now you can see the Shark navigating on our hard floor and surface right here. Check it out, no issues at all. It's moving freely around the kitchen right here, sensing where the cabinets are and continuing on with the path that it's set. All right, now we got the shoe test going right here. Check it out. We got a bunch of shoes on the floor and the vacuum's going crazy, but it's still powerful enough to work its way out of the pile of shoes. And if you have hard floors and carpets or hard floors and area rugs, you can see how it's able to navigate right here. It can move freely between the surfaces without any issue. I'm impressed. This thing's tough. Usually most RoboVacs will get stuck there or start carrying the sandal with it, but not our Shark. Now it's even driving up on the dreaded Shag Rug. I've never encountered a RoboVac that can survive on this rug long term. But this is showing some promising signs of life right there, that it can freely go on and off the rug. Got another obstacle, a kid's toy right there. You can see it just kind of pushes it out of the way. Made its way back up on the rug, and it's continuing with its clean. But whatever RoboVac you get, I recommend setting this, anything that's this thick and shaggy, as a no-go zone. Most of the time, at some point, your RoboVac will get stuck, regardless of brand or price. But I've never seen one do this well on it, but just assume that eventually it will also get stuck. The Shark Vac's so quiet, even your pet might not mind. When your vacuum finishes cleaning, it will make its way home automatically to recharge and empty the base. But don't forget, you can always press the dock button if you want it to return home sooner. But you can see it's navigating right here, spinning around, locking in to the charging base and dock. So you can see it's working on making its approach right here. It's going really, really slow. And with this style, again, it will dock backwards because this is where it's going to empty out all of the contents from the dustbin right there. So it's making its final approach. It's lined up. It's going to spin around and then just back itself in place. So cool. That technology is amazing. And now it's going to work on emptying the base. Kicked in automatically. You can see the stuff swirling around in there right now. Just takes a couple of seconds to finish. There we go. It's that simple. Everything's complete. It'll charge up and then be ready to go out again, whether you've set a schedule or you just want to manually clean your house. Now that we finished our clean, let's go ahead. Let's look at the results. So first up, you can see we have the main brush roller right here. It's already starting to collect a lot of carpet hairs, fibers, and threads. So you can see all of that right in here. Be sure to clean that as needed. You can also see from the back side, we have no clogs or anything. It is a little bit dusty here because this is where all the contents are going to suck out into the self-emptying base. Looking at the self-emptying base, you can see right here, no clogs or anything else to report. Just a little bit of dirt and dust as you would expect. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and we can look at the contents in here. I already see a lot of pet hair. So let's see if we can open this up without spilling too much of it out of here. So check that out. That is disgusting. Look at all the dirt up here. A lot of crumbs. You can see the contents you'll be able to suck up with this vacuum around your house. And then we have all of our pet hair, human hair. Check that out. So disgusting. But I'm also impressed, guys. Keep in mind, this is all in the dustbin of our vacuum, but the self-emptying base is powerful enough to be able to suck all of this out of the vacuum and into its base. You'll also appreciate long-term not having any vacuum bags to deal with. That's one additional cost you don't have with this vacuum versus some of the competitors on the market. And if you're okay with just manually emptying this and having some dirt and dust always in this bin, it's definitely a worthwhile compromise in my opinion. Now that we finished our clean, let's go back into the mobile app and let's see the new settings that we have now that our map has been created. So we're back in the app. You can see we have our shark pulled up right here. We have our map icon that will be visible if you have your vacuum back on the charging base. If not, go in the top left-hand corner. You can select the settings menu right there and you can just choose map from your options. It's about halfway down. So let's go ahead. Let's choose map. You can see here's the map that it's made. Everything looks great. I've already played around with it, adding a couple of rooms and a no-go zone. You can see we can delete the map or we can edit it. So in this case, you can see how you go about adding a room. Just select the add button, choose where you want the room and what you want to label it. So very simple and straightforward right there. You can also delete the rooms if you want. Same with our no-go zone. So you can see the one that we have. We could add another no-go zone right here, and you can adjust it however you see fit. And then you can go ahead, you can select add. So there we go. If we want to delete it, just go ahead, highlight it again, and select delete. So it's very easy to do. There we go. We just deleted it. And then we can select done. Now the map is going to load and save for us. So here we go. There's our map. Everything looks great. Now keep in mind, there is no option to have multiple maps. I have not been able to find that feature. I would like to see that in the future because you might want to use this upstairs or downstairs, that sort of thing. So it'd be really helpful if we could save multiple maps. Now that we have some room saved as well, you can see, watch when we go back into our shark. From this screen, we have our clean button right here. And it's going to give us multiple options now. We can either do the whole house or the whole map. Or we can just choose we want to just do our room and the master bedroom and that's it. It'll start cleaning just those areas and then return back home. So you can see now that the map's populated, that's going to be the additional features and settings that we unlock. It took 2 cleans to get this map, and I only expect it to get better and better as it continues to progress and clean and map over and over again. So that being said, it's detailed enough. It's doing a good job mapping your house so you can be able to set up the rooms so it can go about and do its cleaning. So now let me share with you my final thoughts after using this Shark robot vacuum cleaner. First thing I want to say is whatever vacuum cleaner you choose, if you can afford it, get one with a self-emptying base. This style is really unique to me because most empty underneath. When they drive up, they have a little channel that will suck the contents in. I found this hose just a really unique design. It definitely works, and honestly, I don't really care that much, but it is something I want to point out that I thought this was more unusual compared to the other self-emptying bases on the market. You'll see that most of those look very similar to each other. What I like about this particular base is we have this visual window right here to see when it's full and we need to empty it. And as a bonus savings to you, there's no vacuum bags needed. So you just simply empty that out when it's full, and there's no additional cost of ownership with this vacuum cleaner. So I'm really happy with this setup overall. I would say this is the best budget-friendly self-emptying base robo vacuum you can get. Now, there are some features that are missing with this vacuum cleaner because you're not buying the top of the line RoboVac with self-emptying base. And I gotta say, you're getting a name brand RoboVac here from a reputable company. And with my experience with Shark cleaning products, they do a fantastic job actually cleaning. So whether it's hard floors or surfaces or carpets, this vacuum does a great job. But what features is it missing compared to some of the competitors that cost a little bit more? Well, the first one is typically on the market today, you'll see vacuum cleaners now that have LiDAR navigation, and they'll have a front-facing camera that gives them some 3D vision and AI capabilities. It provides a more detailed map for you, and you get some additional features. Usually those vacuum cleaners give you the ability to save multiple maps, which is really cool. So say you have, a basement and a main floor or a second story, that sort of thing, and you want to use it in all those different areas, you can save the different maps there. Other than that, they use the vision on the front to navigate to see obstacles and avoid them. Now, no vacuum cleaner is perfect in avoiding obstacles, but they continue to get better and better as the image database grows. So as you can see in this review, this vacuum just plows into things, and then once it's heavy enough to, redirect it via the bumper being pressed in, then it will, conduct its avoidance of that obstacle, so to speak. But if you have a lot of cords, tangles, maybe you had a bad experience in the past with pet waste in your RoboVac, then you might want to consider a unit that actually has the LiDAR navigation and that 3D vision to give you an even better experience around your house, especially if you're super messy and you don't tidy up your house anyways. You would appreciate having a feature like that. But self-emptying base, we still do have the mapping capabilities with this particular unit, which I like, and we can still set a room by room clean or a no-go zone, which would be essential to me. You definitely want to get one that at least has that at a minimum. This also works with your voice assistants like Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, allowing you to do a couple different things like schedule whole home cleaning or target specific rooms or areas to clean, all from your voice. So overall, count me impressed. The price to performance ratio with this unit is top notch. And I'm really happy with how deep of a clean we get, whether that's hard floors and surfaces or carpet.